What is up, 1320 fans, and welcome back to another episode of 1320 Garages. This week, we are in Lee's Summit, Missouri, just outside of Kansas City. We're here to see our buddy Justin. You guys might recognize him. If you guys have ever been to a street car takeover, you've raced there, you'll know exactly who this guy is. Let's go check out his garage.
What's up, guys? It's Justin. Welcome to my garage.
All right, man. So first of all, thanks for letting us come check out your garage. Yeah. There's a lot to go over in here, especially car-wise, but let's start with the actual garage itself. When did you build it? How long you been here, and how big is the actual garage?
So I've been here. I moved in February of 2022, so just earlier this year, and it was a brand new house. This was a layout that I had wanted, and they just happened to be building one of the same model that I, envisioned in my head. These are like 14-foot high ceilings, so it was room for lifts because I knew I wanted to put lifts in here, but it's 36 by 24 is the size of the garage, so it's not too big, but it's enough to, stuff some cars in here and, have a good little hangout room.
All right, show us the garage first.
All right. So basically when I moved in, this was all white in here, and the floors were just bare, just concrete. I had the floors completely done.
It's like a private showroom in here. Kind of deal.
And then I had heating and cooling put in, which is probably my favorite part of the garage because I can come out here in the dead of winter and it's warm. I can come out here in the middle of hot summer and it's nice and cool. And plus it keeps the cars always at perfect temperature.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, something I'm seeing right here. What's going on with these? What are these?
Oh, these are just like little strip LED lights.
I got those all the way down?
Yep.
Very nice, very nice.
So like if I'm in here like buffing on a car, cleaning, I can turn those lights on. It really brings out a lot of like swirls and stuff in paint, and I can make sure they all look good.
Very nice.
Yep.
All right, so shop TV, I see that. And then we got some of these. Are these the magazines that the cars have been in?
Yeah, so these are magazine features that I've been in over the years. It's not all of them, but it's more the ones that were important to me. If y'all don't follow me, I'm really big into 90s pickup trucks, and this is one of the ones that I built, and it was on the cover of CK magazine last year.
Was that the ZL1500, the first one?
This was the ZL1500, yeah. So this was the very first truck that we built. It had an LT4 and 10-speed swap in the truck, and it was really fast. It ran mid-10s on 20s. and
on 20s?
Yeah, on 20
Pretty good.
It was like a pro touring truck that actually ran, and you could go out and just beat the crap out of it, and it would just live to go another day.
Hell yeah. Kicking off our next 1320 video giveaway, we have a car that's at the top of a lot of import guys' dream car list. R35 GTR. This one is full bolt-on, 650 all-wheel drive horsepower, ADV1 wheels, $15,000 in cash, plus we're gonna give you a 1320 Street Shine complete car care package and a 1320 Video Edition Draggy. To get entered to win, go to 1320video.com. Anything you buy, every dollar you spend gets you one entry to win this car, the wheels, the cash, the Street Shine, the Draggy, everything. Go shopping now. Moving on, what else we got here?
Oh, this is, my cluttered workbench of, clutter, basically. I actually use my garage, so everything's not like perfect and, clean and spick and span. I'm out here all the time, wrenching on stuff, cleaning stuff, just doing garage things. And then this is my cabinet. I got all my detailing supplies in here. I've always been known as the guy with the really clean cars, and
you really are. Yeah.
Yeah, I take pride in the way my stuff looks, so I'm always out here cleaning cars. I mean, I'll go out and drive a car, and then I'll wash it before I bring it back and make sure it's clean, so that way the next time I take it out, it's perfect. But yeah, and then I got my toolbox here. It's loaded with pretty much everything that I need to, work on basic stuff. Of course, I do have a shop about 30 minutes away.
Killer Performance, yeah.
Killer Performance, yeah. So I've taken a lot of my tools and compressor and stuff out to the shop because, it's easier to work on cars there. Got a little bit more space.
Better used out there.
But if I'm ever here and I need to do something really quick, I have all my own personal tools here.
Gotcha. All right, looks like we're at the end of the garage. Let's get to the part that people actually came here to probably hear about.
Yeah.
Let's start with your first car over here.
Okay.
All right, so this is his whole garage in case you guys couldn't see behind him before. And there's even 2 more outside, but we're gonna get to the first one. Let's start with this one. What we got?
All right, so this is my 2019 ZL1 Camaro. This is currently the quickest, fastest 6th-gen Camaro in the world by quite a bit.
Okay, so we started with a good one here. That's quite the flex right there.
Yeah. No, we last weekend we just went 750 at 181 miles an hour in a full street car. I mean, we're gonna go out and drive this thing later, I hope. And hopefully y'all will see just how nice it drives, and it is extremely fast. But I've had this car for about 3 years, maybe going on 4, and bought it brand new when the orange came out in 2019. I had to have one. So yeah, this is Nemo, but it's a really fast car.
Awesome. All right, what else we got?
So up here I have a 22 GT500. This is a Code Orange GT500. It's a new color. And I'm not really a brand loyal guy. I'm a Chevy guy at heart.
Well,
but
what's your name been for the past 2 decades?
Oh my gosh. All right, yeah. So my name back in the day on the forums was Stain Killer, and it just kind of stuck with me over the years. It still sticks with me today.
Yep.
And everyone, they're like, oh, Stain Killer, like, oh yeah, you know, you drive Camaros. There's faster. Yeah, I get it, guys. Yeah, like you're not ever going to be the fastest, but back in the day. In 2001, Stain Killer, if you had an LS Camaro, you were pretty much beating everybody on the streets. And Mustangs were not fast back then. So obviously times have changed. I own my own Mustang, but this car is all stock. It's just got wheels and lowering kit. We do have a bunch of mods at the shop we're gonna do this. It'll probably make 1,000 horsepower.
It's a very nice looking car, like just well set up. Pretty much all your cars that you've ever had, they just look really nice.
I have a simple formula. It's keep them clean, good wheels and tires, and a good stance. And I mean, that's always been my formula. I don't overdo anything. I just kind of stick to OE looking cars. Now we have a 2020 Audi R8 down here. This car is twin turboed. It makes north of 1,600 horsepower. It's got a built transmission. This car is awesome because you can go out and drive it and it will pretty much beat just about anything on the street.
Oh yeah. And
you could let your grandma drive this car. Like it is perfect. It drives like a stock R8. It's pretty insane. So it's one of my favorite cars sitting in this garage, and yeah, it's a beast.
I can see why.
Yeah.
All right.
Next up we have one of my trucks. This is a 1993 454 SS truck.
Is it a real 454 SS?
It is a real 454 SS.
Very
this
nice.
truck is original paint, original decals. It is a factory tan interior truck, which they only made 11 of.
What?
Ever.
That's weird.
It's got just right at 50,000 original miles on it, and it's pretty much all stock. It's got a suspension kit on it. It's got bigger brakes and some different wheels. But other than that, the truck is all OE original, and it drives like a brand new pickup truck. It's super nice to get out and cruise it.
Very nice.
And then right here, I'm a big Corvette guy. I love Corvettes, and this is my 2016 Z06. This car here is very special to me. I love this car. It makes about 900 wheel horsepower with a stock supercharger on it. And you can get in this car and drive it anywhere you want. It runs low 9s in the quarter mile. And it's awesome. I really love it. So,
I can tell.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 more outside, yeah?
Yes, I got 2 more outside.
Let's go check those.
All right. Oh, we can't forget about the motorcycle.
Oh yeah, that is weird. It is kind of weird that you have one, to be honest.
Yeah, so I like riding motorcycles, and you know, back when I was younger, I had some sport bikes. And I kind of got out of them, got into Harleys. I've had 2 Harleys, but I kind of miss like being able to go fast on 2 wheels. So I ended up buying this. It's a 22 CBR 1000R. It's pretty much all stock, but it just chills in here. On nice days, I'll get it out and go rip on some 2 wheels, do some 2-wheel therapy, they call it. But cool bike. They did a good job on these. All right, so this is one of our latest creations. This is a 1996 GMC Yukon. But we did a Silverado conversion, which is pretty simple. We basically changed the grille. And we put the Chevy 1500 emblems on the side. We ended up lowering this thing. We did big brakes, and we're actually waiting on a wiring harness so we can do the LT4 and 10-speed swap in it. And this one is actually being built for a friend of mine, Cletus McFarlane. You may know that guy.
Oh, dang. Okay.
But Cletus saw this thing and he called me up. He's like, man, I have to have that thing. It'd be a great race week vehicle for me and my team. So that's actually what this is going to be built for is Cletus, and I think you'll really like it. This thing is gorgeous. It looks really good.
Real quick, you said LT4 10-speed. What power level is the LT4 going to be at?
So we're going to obviously hop it up a little bit. It'll probably make around 850 to the tire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right.
And it'll be a great cruiser.
Oh yeah. I'm sure Cletus will love this thing. This thing looks.
Yeah, and then you got the whole back you can store all your stuff in on race week.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Is the last one? Is this a daily?
Yeah. Yeah, this is my daily over
So
here.
this is your second Ford.
Well,
okay.
my other daily is currently getting some upgrades, but this thing is awesome. I'm, like I told you guys, I've never been a really big Ford guy, but they're killing it lately, honestly. This truck is amazing. It's a 22 Raptor, it's a Gen 3. It is all stock. It's got tinted windows on it, but I drive this truck more than any other vehicle I own, and I usually get bored with stuff after like 4 or 5 months and I'll trade it. Not this thing. I love this truck. Matter of fact, when the Raptor R comes out, I'll probably have to snag one of those up just because the only thing I don't like about it is it's a 6-cylinder.
Right.
If it had a V8 in it, no questions.
You got your allocation yet, or you just?
I ordered one.
Oh, did you?
First day they came out. Yeah, I have a white one coming.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Raptor R.
All right, now that we've seen all of your cars, I want to see your top 3. And
Okay.
Take them out for a little cruise. Take me to number 3 right now. Which one's your third favorite
Well,
of your kids? I know it's hard to pick, but
it's probably gonna be the Corvette.
okay.
And the reason why it's number 3.
Hang on. We'll get to that in the car.
Okay.
But
all right.
okay, so we'll take.
All right.
So this is number 3.
Yeah, this is number 3.
All right, let's get in. We'll take it for a cruise. I'll ask you about that when we get in there.
Okay. All right.
That's loud. All right, here we go. All right, out of all the cars in your garage, why is this Z06 your number 3?
I've always liked the C7s. So, you know, I used to have a pretty wicked C7 Pro Charge car. It was like
Nardo gray one.
the first Power Glide car. I got rid of it, and I ended up buying a C7 ZR1.
Mm-hmm.
Love that car, but it was just kind of dumb to have a $150,000+ Corvette.
Oh, over 200 now.
Yeah.
They're selling for now. Yeah.
So I ended up buying this Z06, which had a lot of the same options as the ZR1. Obviously, it doesn't have an LT5 in it,
Right.
but it makes 900 horsepower. It pretty much is the exact same on the inside. It still has all the carbon brakes. You know, I got my Forge Line wheels on it, and you know, it's a $90,000 car. But it's like literally the same thing to me. And you know, I can go out and drive this car. I can work on it myself if something breaks. You know, because this is what we specialize in at our shop. And it drives like, I mean, we're in it right now. It drives like stock, and it runs. You know, I've been 940 in it on Nittos, and you know, I can just go out and cruise in it. And it pretty much will roll race, dig race, everything. Anyone on the street. Oh, just really nice car.
What all's done to the engine motor-wise? So it's still the 6.2 liter.
Yeah, it's a stock bottom end engine. It's got a ported supercharger by Jokers on it. It's got some Frankenstein ported heads, stock heads.
Okay.
Custom cam in it. You know, all the pulleys. It's got fuel system. It's flex fuel, exhaust, and basically that's about it. And it made 890 and 920 torque.
Jeez.
On E85.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So it's a ripper, man. I mean, it runs.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It just got a little squirrely dancing there a little bit.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I got the 20s on it right now, but it's still, I've went 980 in the quarter mile on these 20-inch wheels and tires.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it only lost a couple tenths going from a 20 to an 18. Same tire, but just with the thinner sidewall.
Huh.
Still pretty impressive for a 20-inch tire and wheel.
No kidding. sounds right.
Yeah.
It definitely sounds right.
Yeah.
First.
So how's number 3?
It was pretty good.
Pretty good?
It makes all the right sounds.
Okay.
And it gets down, it gets the boogies a little bit. It's a fun car. It's very fun. 900 horsepower C7. All right. Out of all your cars, which one's number 2? Which one are we taking on next?
It is the R8.
Oh,
Yeah.
sneak attack there.
Yeah. Basically, just because it's when it breaks, it's super expensive. When this one breaks, it's not too bad.
We'll take it out and get more into that in a little bit. But
Yeah.
I say that's a good reason.
Yeah, let's just go in and go drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. The red interior is a nice little addition. I didn't expect red for some reason.
Yeah. No, I love the red interior actually.
All right, fob check. Let's see that fob. Nice. Let's kill that.
It's like really heavy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it worth its weight in gold? Ooh.
It's like a heavy key fob.
It makes you feel good about it though. You know. This one. What year is this one?
This is a 2020.
Okay, 2020. Well, and what all the mods on this one? I know it's an AMS kit.
Yeah. So Real Street Performance down in Orlando is the ones that built the car originally for me, but it's all AMS stuff.
Gotcha.
After about 2 months of having it, I broke the stock transmission in it. So I sent it back. We did a full billet gear set in this car. So it's got the big dog tranny in it, the good clutch. And then I had Rob Harper tune the car.
One of the best.
And he turned it up a lot.
So what kind of power is it on right now?
It's probably like around 1700-ish.
So literally like twice as much as the Corvette.
As the Corvette we were just driving.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So why is this one number 2?
Really the only reason it's number 2 and not number 1 is just because like it's so expensive to fix something if it breaks.
Well, like transmission goes, that's
transmission is really, I mean, the only thing you really worry about. But like my shop, we could probably do it, but we take it to somewhere else that's more reputable. That way, if I ever go to sell the car, it's not, you know,
this guy did it in his garage.
Yeah,
and works
like
on Chevrolets all
my
day.
shop that builds Corvettes, you know, built this car. You know, even though we could easily do it, I think. But yeah, so that's probably the only reason why it's not number 1. Is because of those 2 reasons.
It's more expensive to work on. Gotcha.
More expensive to work on, and I can't work on it myself.
That's fair.
But the car is amazing. I mean,
I was about to say, it's like miles per gallon. This thing's got to be.
It checks a lot of boxes. A lot.
Now, is this kind of the most rare car to see out of the stable?
Yeah.
It's kind of what.
No, I actually drive this probably more than anything else in the garage.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like this car, like I can go out and like, you know, you go out on a date or something, you take this car, you know, because it just drives so good. Maybe you want to just go out and for a spirited drive, you take this car. So.
God damn. That does not get old, I tell you that. Jesus.
Yeah, and it was definitely hitting traction control the whole time.
So good. Like, these are just like, it's the feeling of a twin turbo V10 car is just, it's got a different noise, it's got a different feel, it just.
Yeah. And like these, with the traction control, the Motec and stuff on them, it feels like the car keeps getting faster.
Yeah.
With every gear instead of slower.
That's like boost by gear, and they turn up the boost like 10 every single
like
gear.
First gear, okay, cool, yeah. Second, okay, third, okay, fourth, oh, fifth, wow. Like it pulls harder every gear.
Yeah, there's nothing really better in my mind than a twin turbo V10 car, and this one makes pretty decent power.
It sounds good, it looks good.
Yeah, they just make that sound, and you just want to hear that next gear change because it's like you get rewarded with more power on the next one. So it's like, let me get it. Yeah, this would be my pick personally, but it's not in my collection. So let's see what number 1 is. All right, so I'm guessing I already know which one it is. I'm sure everybody else knows what it is, but that one? I think it's that one, the one with the parachute on it?
Yeah, that one.
Got it.
This is more my style.
I would say yes. I would say yes.
Like turbos, parachute, 15-inch wheels, Chevrolet. That's my style.
Yeah. So we're gonna hop in this one real quick. All right, we got race car stuff now. All right. Is there a fob check for this one? Is there a key fob for this one still?
Yeah, of course.
Pretty standard Camaro stuff right there.
Pretty standard, yep.
All right, not bad, not bad. What shifter is this? We got a Hurst shifter.
Yep. Pretty stock in here, honestly, besides the shifter and then, of course, the Holly screen. Stock AC and heated seats.
Wait, it still has air conditioning?
The seats are.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We had to take the AC out because the manifolds are forward facing now, and there's just no way to do it without taking the AC out. This is a 2019.
2019, gotcha.
Yeah, 2019. It has a LME. It's a stock sleeved LT4 block. It's 390 cubic inch, so it's a stock stroke motor.
Okay.
It's got CID heads on it, twin Garrett 76 millimeter turbos. It's air to water. Turbo kit was custom made by us. Cordis Performance did our air to water intercooler that mounts up front. It's got a RPM Transmissions Turbo 400 in it, a G-Force 9-inch IRS rear end, Frankenstein build intake. It's got a Holly that runs the port injectors and the coils and the boost controller, but still has a factory computer. Like right now we're driving on the factory computer.
Okay, so it's like a piggyback system.
Yeah, it's a piggyback system. Yeah, and it's been a best of just last week, 756 at 181 miles an hour in the quarter.
Which again makes this the quickest and fastest 6th gen in the world.
Quickest and fastest 6th gen in the world, 8th mile, quarter mile, mile per hour, 60 foot, it's best of everything.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a flash.
We did a
right there.
116 60 foot.
That's awesome. So how long you had Nemo and how long you been working towards that?
So I bought Nemo in March of 2019.
Did you find the color or did you order the color?
No, I wanted the color, and the dealer here in town actually had this one come in, and I was like, I want that car. I had a white ZL1 at the time.
Yep.
And I actually sold that car after I bought this one. I love the orange. I've always loved the Hugger orange Camaros, and when this thing came out, I was like, I gotta have it. So yeah, when I went 750, it weighed 38.45 right after the pass. Basically, I took the passenger seat out and the back seats, which there's about 65 pounds there. I was stuck at an 8.0 for a long time, so I'm like, I don't care what I gotta do. I'm taking that stuff out because that could be the difference between running an 8.0 and a 790. And the first pass it went 770, letting out at the 1,000 foot. And then that pass after that, it went 760, and then it went 750.
Nice.
Maybe could have got a 40 out of it if I'd have kept trying, but it's one of those deals. I could drive it home, drive it on the trailer, go back home with it all still in one piece.
There you go.
This car's been together for 2 years. Same engine, same transmission, same everything. Have not broke anything except a drive shaft and 2 turbos on the old setup.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty reliable for a race car.
Yep. And then we had a factory chain guide break on it about a month ago, which they have since came out with a factory chain tensioner, I should say. And they have since came out with an actual chain guide, so we took the tensioner off and put a guide in it. So that way we don't have to worry about that breaking anymore.
So why is Nemo your number 1?
Nemo's my number 1 because I love to drag race. So this car has been just amazing because I can go out and race it, run really good times. I compete in it, and it wins. It goes rounds. It wins races. I can roll race it. I can drag race it, and at the end of the event, I can, drive it on the trailer and take it home, and then as soon as I get home I can take it off the trailer and drive it back to the house, and I'll take it out on cruise nights. And you know, we've done all the work on this car in-house at our shop, Killer Performance, and you know, it's really just done a lot for our business over the last couple of years with this car. Yeah, it's got like on the boost controller, it's got my ramp, so it'll like be slow and then all of a sudden it'll just light. So like, yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's like, I feel it. It's coming. It's, oh shit.
Yeah. You know, it's like right now, literally I've changed nothing on it from when it went 750. It's still got the same tune in it, everything that it went 750 at 181 on.
I mean, we're rolling with exposed turbos out the front with no air cleaners or nothing.
Nothing, no. You gotta watch, like when you're on the highway, you know,
Sure.
you can't be following right behind cars. You gotta be smart driving stuff like this. And I mean, as long as you're smart and you know what you're doing, I mean, you can drive cars like this on the, you know, on the street with no issues. It just takes special, you know, a special person. Honestly, with me, you know, basically building the car to the way it is now, I know every single little quirk and feature, we'll call it,
something goes wrong
on the car. Yeah.
Oh my god, I just looked at the rear view. The truck behind us just disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's actually really fun, honestly.
Okay, I can see why this is number one now. Somebody that's had a bunch of crazy cars on the street or whatever, what is a street car to you?
A street car is anything that you can drive on the street at least 45 minutes to an hour straight without being able to, you know, overheat or put fuel in it. Like I can literally, we could drive this car from here to St. Louis right now if we really wanted to, and it would do it. I have full confidence that this car would do it, no problem. You know, that's a street car to me. If you can drive it on the street, it's tagged, everything, that's a street car.
Okay.
Now, people have different versions of what a street car is, but, I mean, this is a street car. I don't care what you say.
Behind us every time.
Yeah.
It's so good. And this one's making how much power right now?
Oh, it's 1800.
Yeah, it's just every time. It's not hard at all with this thing.
Well, my ears are still ringing from number one. How about you?
It's not that bad inside. It's really not, and it's full interior. The seats are comfy. It's got the Recaros in it.
Ooh.
But this thing is rowdy. I like when we got on the interstate there. I look in the rear view, and all of a sudden there was just a puff of white smoke, and I saw you guys just drive through it. I was like, yeah. And I know we did that quite a few times. So this is definitely a
valid number one.
I agree with number one. Yeah,
okay.
This is like a we talked about how he had like a nice the C7 was like a nice like street car, 900 horsepower. Go out and have fun with it on a Friday. Saturday night you might take Saturday or Sunday you might take up the R8, you know, classy 3-piece suit, take the lady out, and this thing's just a party. This thing is, you take this out to party and that's about it. So yeah, that's what that's about.
Awesome.
All right, so first of all, thank you for letting us come check out your garage and your cars. What's next? As far as the garage and the cars collection, what do we got? What's coming up?
So one of the builds that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I haven't really, I thought it all in my head. I want to do an LT4 manual transmission swapped like Plymouth Prowler.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. I like it.
The only reason why I say LT4 and not like a Hellcat motor is I can literally take because a Plymouth Prowler, if you guys don't know, has the transmission in the back like a Corvette. So I could literally take like a C7 drivetrain and just shorten the torque tube and then fab up all the mounts for the back, and it'll literally just bolt right in. I can keep the factory hood, everything.
If you say so, I'm here for it. What else you got?
So we're building the Tahoe for Cletus.
Right.
The green one right back there.
Yep.
It's getting an LT4 10-speed swap in it for him. So we're doing that at the shop. But I mean, really, Nemo is getting some bigger turbos, probably a little bit better motor. Finish the cage. This car, we're shooting for 6s next year.
Oh shit, okay.
That's the goal. And I think it can do it, honestly. But I mean, other than that, man, I'm pretty filled with the cars.
You say that, but he's pretty synonymous with getting...
I get bored with stuff, but I mean, I've kept this car for a while, I've kept that car for a while, and the Corvette I've kept for a while, so I'm doing pretty good.
Okay,
Gotta admit.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode of 1320 Garages. Thank you again to Justin for letting us come through.
Thanks, guys.
Put in the comments a garage you guys want us to check out some cars, whatnot, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.